as a mountain. Looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Went down into the deepest valley. Looked all around down there, couldn't find nobody. I went across the deep blue sea. Couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, no, nobody greater than you. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Nobody can heal like you can. Oh, most holy one, you are the great I am. Awesome in all your ways, and mighty is your hand. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. You are he who carried out redemption's plan.
Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody.
Nobody great, nobody greater, Jesus.
Nobody greater than
Searched all over,
searched all over,
couldn't find nobody.
I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody.
Nobody great, nobody great,
Nobody greater than you.
Come on, lift those hands for real in here. Come on. Nobody greater, nobody greater, Jesus.
Nobody greater than you.
Hey guys, Jules, Kain here, back again with another piano tutorial. This time we're going to go over the song Nobody Greater by VaShawn Mitchell. This song was recorded in the key of F sharp, and then it's going to modulate over to A flat. Beautiful song, some very unique chords, so let's go through it and see what we got. So the intro starts. Alright, play the same thing, but a little different this time. Very dissonant. Alright. So, what you're playing is an F sharp major 7. Then you're going to play, it's like an F sharp 9 sus4, or if you want to think of it easily, E major on top of F sharp. So you can either think of playing an E triad to an A flat minor, for me it's easy when I think just F sharp major 7, and then an E chord over F sharp. Then you're going to make it an E major 7, or you can think of that upper portion of the chord, which is an A flat minor. Alright, the next time we're playing this unique voicing, we're playing an F sharp major over D flat. Okay? Now, this very cool F sharp major 7 flat 5. So, what I like to think, to make this easy, is to think of a quartal voicing here. So, you're playing a C, F, and B flat. You know, like the order of the circle of fourths. So, you're just playing this quartal chord on top of F sharp. That makes the major 7 flat 5, whatever makes it easier for you to get to that chord. So you're here. Alright, now the next one, I like to think of this as an E suspended second on top of F sharp. Okay. Now this chord here, I'm thinking of this as a rootless B7 suspended 4. It's a very unique voicing. I don't think I've ever seen it in another song that wasn't completely jazz. But that's the best way I can describe how I'm picturing this chord. So you're here, but quite often you're playing without the root. Very dissonant. And then you're back to F sharp. Okay, then moving further in the song. Okay, so you're playing an E major with a suspended second. Alright, and then you're playing a B major, also with a suspended second. And then back to home at the 1, F sharp with a suspended second. So, flat 7, which is E, B is the 4, and then the 1. Okay, now moving further into the verse. Then cross the deep blue sea. Okay, let's break that down. So, he's starting off on an E over A flat. Alright. Went across the deep blue sea. And then he's going to just an E chord, but you're playing this melody line on the top. I like to play it in octaves, if you can do that. So that's B, B flat, F sharp. And my left hand is making quite a stretch. If you can't do that, you can just play like this. Okay? But if you can make the 10th stretch, go ahead. So you're here. For the E chord, you're playing B, B flat, F sharp. And then for the D chord, you're playing D, A flat, to E. And then you go back to E over A flat, to B, to F sharp. Okay, now we're going to go to the bridge. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than a you. Okay, so that section is pretty easy. You're playing the 5 chord, which is D flat, adding that suspended second. And you're going to the 4 chord. Alright, and then you're going to go to a 5 over 7. So you're changing your bass from, instead of D flat, you're changing it to an F. And then you go back to the B major. Alright, now the next signature chorus, nobody greater. And you can kind of mimic the bass. So you're just playing the outline of the chord that you're playing, so an E major chord. Alright. And then E major chord, same pattern. Nobody greater than you. Okay, and then you play it again. No one can heal. All right, so you're playing, this time you're playing a D flat chord to F sharp. And you're playing the melody line. So like F, F sharp, A flat, B, A flat. So you play all that on top of D flat. Then you go to F sharp. The most holy one, you're the great I am. Okay, so yeah, it's D flat, F sharp. Then it's D flat, then E flat minor, 7. Okay, now this part you got to pay attention to. So it's some very unique movements that you're going to do really fast here. You're playing, I mean, the name doesn't even show up, but it's mostly like an E flat 7 augmented 5 with the major 7. So an easy way to think of it is just a G major chord on top of E flat 7. Alright, so then you go from that E flat, try to get the name to show up here. So if you play this B here, you see it's a sharp 5. The G is already in the chord, and this D here is the major 7. For some reason it's not showing up with a name, but I don't know what that is. Alright, now you're going to go to a B flat 9 suspended 4, which is an A flat chord on top of B flat. Perfect in all your ways, and mighty is your hand. So when you're here at the... Okay. Then you go to a C altered. Redemption's plan. Alright, so there's a lot of cool chords here. So let me go back to this whole section here. So you go E flat to A flat. And then you go to A flat. So you're doing a run here. I believe it's a C altered dominant. Let's see, that's a flat 7, C altered dominant, double flat 7. So this is what I hear him playing on the record. Then it goes to an A flat minor 7. Then they play this E flat 7, flat 9. And then you go to an E major over A flat, to an altered dominant on D, to C minor. And then you play B flat minor, F minor over A flat, to F sharp major 9, to E flat 9, to D minor 9. My oh my, that's a lot. So it'll make a little bit more sense if you play it, if I play it at full speed, or if you check back at the beginning of the video where you see it all in context. So let me try to play it in full speed. All the ways and mighty is your hand. You are he that carried out redemption's plan. You are he that carried out redemption's plan. Alright, and that section moves us into the key change into A flat. where we just pretty much play the pre-chorus and the chorus, and that's the rest of the song. So, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, no. Nobody greater than you. All right, and that's pretty much the rest of the song. So you're playing E flat to D flat. So that's the 5 and the 4 in the key of A flat, and then you go to E flat over G, which is the 5 over 7, and then back to the 4. Then the signature flat 7, nobody greater, F sharp in this case. Nobody greater, that's the 4, and then we're back on the 1. And that is the whole song. Hey, thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out my website at juleskain.com. There you can find sheet music, chord charts, MIDI files, request me for piano lessons, or request your own piano tutorial. All right, till next time guys, take care and God bless.